off by introducing yourself?
Sure. My name is Shane. I sing for Silverstein.
So, how's your summer been going so far?
It's been good. We started off the summer at home, which was nice. Usually, the last few years we've had most of the summer away from home, like on the Warped Tour or something like that. We're kind of like, we've just been away. So it was nice to have some time in the summer to spend with our families and friends and stuff. And then we embarked on this tour we're on, and we're almost done. We've been on this tour for a month now. And it's been awesome. It's been super fun. All the bands have been cool. The shows have been great. And after this, we're going to go home in about 5 days and have a little bit more summer to kind of enjoy before it gets to be the Canadian winter again.
So since this tour is almost over, if you had to describe it in 3 words, how would you describe it?
Drunk young bands.
There you go.
Does that work?
Yeah. Has that been like every night?
Oh yeah. Drunk young bands.
Do you perform hungover?
I'm not the young bands. See.
But do you still drink?
Did you hear what I said? Three words to describe the tour. Young drunk bands. I've been known to have a couple Chardonnays. What of it? I let loose from time to time. I'm not like a crazy alcoholic or anything. But I'm not gonna lie and say I don't enjoy a drink once in a while. And for the most part, I've been pretty calm. There's been some people getting a little crazy, but I've been more on the trying to calm the people down and get everyone organized rather than on the chaotic side.
Now, when you were on Warped Tour, I've heard, because I just interviewed at Warped, and they were like, you turned into an alcoholic on Warped. Is that kind of true?
No, the thing about Warped Tour that a lot of people don't realize is that you don't know what time you're going to play the next day until the morning of.
Yeah.
And I swear they do this for people like me because you don't know. You could be playing at 11:30 in the morning. You could be playing at 8:30 at night.
Yeah.
Now, if I knew we were going to play at 8:30 at night, the night before, I'd stay up a little later, probably drink a little more. That way I'd sleep in and be no big deal, right? But you don't know that. So Warped Tour every day, I got to go to bed early. I try to go to bed like at midnight or so, and then I get up around 8 o'clock in the morning, and then to make sure I'm up and stuff in case I have to sing at 11:30.
Yeah.
Because for me, I can't just wake up and start singing. I wake up and I'm like, all groggy. So that's the thing about Warped Tour. For me at least, I have to make sure I can wake up and play, and so it kind of keeps me calm.
You're one of the more smarter people that type of stuff.
Yeah, there's been times though, they have these awesome Warped Tour parties. They're the main sponsors will have a party every week. So they'll the Monster energy drink party or whatever, and those parties are always so good.
But they're not drinking Monster though.
And Monster and vodka.
Yeah.
And no, it's awesome though. The tour's a lot of fun.
What's the most trouble you've gotten into as a band?
We've been pretty lucky with that kind of stuff. We got in a few speeding tickets. We've gotten pulled into rooms trying to cross borders and interrogated and shit like that, but nothing really ever too bad happened. And I think we're all still criminal record free. Criminal record.
Hopefully.
We don't have a criminal record, any of us. Knock on wood.
We won't be seeing on America's Most Wanted.
No, we've been pretty chill like that, but I don't know. Everything's been pretty on the up and up for us. We've been lucky, I guess.
And you were just celebrating the 10 years of Silverstein.
Yeah.
So looking back, what's the best part, or what would you say is the best part about being in Silverstein?
I think just the fact that we've been able to do this for so long. We've done it the way we wanted. We've never compromised our sound or our style or anything we wanted to do. We've made the music we wanted to make, and we've done the tours we wanted to do, and all of that just done in the way we want to do it. So that's, I think, something that's really important to me, and to be here still standing 10 years later and still having people care about us is awesome. We're just gonna keep doing this as long as we can, as long as we're still having fun.
And I mean, you're playing sold out shows to thousands of people now. And looking back, would you want to play those smaller, intimate shows?
Well, that's the cool thing, is sometimes we still do. It depends. Like, obviously we come to New York City and we play like a big crazy show. So like we played a show in Little Rock, Arkansas not that long ago, and it was like cool. It was just a couple hundred people, and it was really nice, you know. And sometimes we'll play in other countries where we're not as known, and the shows are smaller, and so you know we still do that stuff from time to time, and it's fun, you know. It's cool that we're a band where we can play, you know, small like punk rock shows if we want, and then at the same time we can do like festivals in Europe where there's like 80,000 people and like totally crazy stuff. So it's good to have that, like mix it up and keeps it interesting.
And now going on a couple of random questions. If your whole world was in black and white, you have to choose one person to see in color. Who is it? Be careful.
That's a cute thing. That's a cute question. Where does that come from? Where does that stem from?
I thought of it.
That's a beautiful question. I'd say my mom, because my mom is just the most like vibrant, amazing person. So
tell Mom to watch this then.
Yeah, Mom, and I need my allowance. Yeah.
You still get allowance?
No, I'm kidding.
As a kid, did you do any chores, anything like that?
I mean, I helped out. Like my family was pretty chill. Like I used to do, you know, stuff around the house. So I do whatever my parents asked me to do, but I never had like, all right, you got to wash the dishes, and if you don't wash the dishes, you're not getting your allowance, or like I never got like grounded. You know, like I was always just, me and my parents always had a pretty like cool vibe on each other. Like we were always sort of like just friends and stuff. So it worked out really well, and you know, I never felt like I was totally the, you know, at their, you know, I think some parents, like they're way too like, do this, don't do this, do this, don't do this all the time, and it's like my parents kind of let me go and make my own decisions, and I think I'm better for it.
And if you have to be brutally honest, what were you like in high school? 100% truth.
I was like, it was weird. I wasn't like a nerd, and I wasn't like a fucking cool guy, and I was like kind of, I don't know, when I went to high school it was different. Like when I used to watch like shit on TV, and I don't know where it was like where you grew up, but you're always like watch TV shows, and there's always like, alright, there's like the jocks, and then there's like the punks, and then there's like the nerds, and like the nerds, like the jocks beat up the nerds, and then the punks like dissociate, and like whatever, there's all these like different groups, and there's the cheerleader cool girls, and then there's like the nerdy girls. Like, that shit didn't exist where I lived. You know, like I played basketball in high school, but I wasn't a jock.
Right.
But I had friends that played a lot of sports, but they still went to shows and were in bands and stuff. And then there were other people that, you know, like were kind of nerdy but still went to shows, and it wasn't like that. Like so I just kind of got along with everybody, and I had a good time. I did pretty well in school, but I spent a lot of time on like weekends playing shows and going to shows, and that was a big part of what I did. And spent a lot of time in high school playing basketball too.
Yeah, I was freaked out when I was going to high school, because you see all these shows and it's like the stereotypical cliques, and then you get there and it's like,
well, I think it's just maybe where we live, like it's not as much like that. Like if you go to fucking like Texas and shit down there, like the football players, like they're worshipped. Like it actually is like that. Like they have a football game, you know, Friday night football game, like that Friday Night Lights show, and it's like crazy. Like everyone in the city goes to see high school kids play football. Like Neil played on our high school football team. He went to high school with me, and our games, 60 people would come.
Oh, thank God we didn't live in Texas.
Yeah, like it's just a different thing, like, you know. So where I lived, it was just pretty chill, you know.
And what's Silverstein at plan for the rest of the year?
We're gonna finish this tour, and we're gonna go to finish up writing our record and record it, and hopefully we'll be wrapped up recording the record, you know, probably by November, December, and then hopefully we have a new record out early next year.